Now, you know, this show is about educating our viewers on Bitcoin. And you're talking about staking. I don't think anybody knows what staking is. Maybe you can explain that to our viewers.
You can take your money and now you can become the bank. When they say the merge, it just means the platform's moving from proof of work to proof of stake. A big thing is it's going to be a win for the exchanges because there'll be a lot of people increasing with like their stakes, like staking ETH heavily.
People talking about these hot and cold wallets.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about a cold wallet myself, but I'm concerned about where I'm going to keep it. I'm concerned about losing my investment. If we move to a digital dollar, that means that the power of the banks are back.
Yeah.
Because the banks will be in control of crypto.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like we don't really want to have the government watching every single transaction. Because
you think they would do that?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't they? I mean, governments want to control the things, everything that their citizens do, and if you can control their money, I mean, that's like the most powerful thing you could probably have access to.
But that's one of the things we wanted. We want regulation, right?
Yeah, we want regulation. We don't want spying.
Yeah, but they're not going to provide regulation without taking control of how crypto is invested.
You can have regulation without spying on everyone, because the regulation is supposedly to be to protect the customers, right? Right.
Yeah, the currency is in direct competition with the dollar. That's the reason why they're trying to go to a digital dollar.
Or being an investor and actually being involved in crypto, a lot of that is financial, but the other part is freedom. The control of your own money. And, you know, if you don't have control of that, someone else can just come in and shut your crypto off or shut your Coinbase account down, just like they can go shut your bank account down. It is, you don't have any freedom over that money.
There are people right now across the internet telling other people to pull their money out the bank.
Yeah.
I don't know if the federal government would move to a digital dollar and just void out the paper dollar immediately. It would be mayhem.
That would be mayhem. But no, I don't think that'll happen. It'll probably just be a one-for-one equivalent for people who got into Bitcoin heavily, is the freedom aspect of them controlling. That's why they didn't want it in the bank in the first place, right? That's why a lot of people are pulling money out of the bank, because they feel that, you know, the bank is the place where they put their hard-earned money, but it's not treated that way. So
they won't be moving forward unless there's a decision by the president and Congress. The government has already made the decision.
Right. So I think it's just to trick people up, because who knows what's really going to happen, right? They've been dragging their feet on the XRP case because we need clarity so people can develop and release tokens and have like an open framework to actually release crypto projects.
So what about privacy concerns? I mean, will the feds be able to track every single transaction that we make?
Yes, and the people should be fighting it. They should be fighting that, because I believe you can have regulation and have privacy.
No more carrying cash. You would have to have a digital bank account.
How much cash do you carry every day?
I don't carry any cash.
We already
a lot of people do.
Right, but it's not that.
And a lot of people don't pay taxes on that cash.
It's not as much. It's not that many that carry cash anymore.
It's enough. I mean, we don't. We have jobs. But what about those people that you know are self-employed? What about those small businesses? What about restaurant owners?
They want to do it so they can tax not just crypto. They want to tax cash-based workers, just like you said, like barbershop owners, hair salon owners, like small businesses that run on a heavy cash business, and it's a problem.
Do you think this is something the very rich can get around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at like Mar-a-Lago, right? Like for Donald Trump, like Mar-a-Lago is listed as a cemetery. So you get certain write-offs by being a cemetery. You have certain tax things where you can't be taxed for as a cemetery. What if I owned a cemetery and I opened it up for partners and I let everyone in my neighborhood be a partner? Now they all can get tax write-offs.
A lot of people concerned about the regular dollar going away. The United States is going to use it as a form of control. If you don't do this, we're going to shut off all your...
What do you think about that?
I'll be totally honest with you. Initially, I thought this would be great for our communities. I think it's a great investment today. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I can see the other side after listening to it. In terms of paying taxes, having no write-offs, a form of control by your employer, by the federal government, by local governments. They're going to have to put something in place to make our citizens feel comfortable with this new process. And we haven't heard anything on Metaverse in a long time. However, there has been a lot of news around AI and this new rapper called FN Mecca.
Yeah, you just showed it to me. I
didn't show it to you, man. It was crazy.
I had never seen it, and I didn't know how real it was. Like how many people were really like following this AI
over 10 million,
and like
it's advanced.
There probably were more AI rappers, but
nobody's gonna listen to that.
We'll have a lot of NFT based rappers
in the metaverse.
Yeah, and a lot of people who are just making projects through NFTs, maybe not necessarily as AI rappers where there's no one behind it, but with like there's a lot more cartoon and like animated rappers. You're gonna get a lot of those, like animated characters, like that are performing and getting royalties and signing record deals. That's what
it would have to be a rapper like a Jay-Z NFT or
like Snoop
T.I. NFT. You can't just come out and say, hey man, this is the new rapper, and throw somebody else's music behind it.
Yes, you can, because it's already been done. Like, look at this AI rapper.
Yeah.
Because who was the rapper? Yeah. But I could see why this like could actually be a real thing, because now it's like you start out with the character in like a game, and now you can just play in any game where there's an avatar that you can just run with.
I mean, he's pushing NFTs.
Yeah.
He's pushing crypto.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're pushing the whole agenda via AI.
That's gonna keep happening. They just messed up because they let them say the N-word. The next person,
I think that was all planned.
Of course.
I mean, because it got all kind of news. Now everybody knows. The only person that didn't know was you.
Right. But think about this. The next time they drop one, everybody gonna be on it. And I bet you probably black. Because now you can say whatever you want, and ain't gonna be no problem.
So you think somebody gonna sell out their community just like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for a couple of dollars? Why would you do that?
I wouldn't do that. I'm saying, like, I know why they would. Because they hungry.
For the rich and the famous.